What is up, YouTube? Don't drop the soap. What's all kinds of Diddy stuff up here? Check this out, man. If y'all like what it is that I'm doing, and first of all, you can become a patron and help support the channel. That's not what I was gonna say, but check this out. Our patron, all the money that we make from our patrons, I try to donate it to some cause or something. I try to match, because we only asking, check our Patreon out, man. We only asking for $3 a month. If you want to get involved and at least say you tried to help somebody, because we helping people. And y'all, my patrons showing off, because we got tiers. You can go and select, I don't know, $5, $10, $5, $10, $15, $20. I don't know. My staff helped set it up, so I don't know the exact numbers. So if I say something wrong, please don't hold it to my head like some of these people do. Anyway, but become a patron, help support people. We donating. We doing a drive for some kids out in the Philippines. We're gonna buy them lunch. Some of the kids. It's a shame, man. The little guy said that they want. Jollibees is like a McDonald's over there, but do they want Jollibees or McDonald's? So the mom was like, they like Jollibees. I'm asking the little boy, I'm asking him, and he said, McDonald's. I said, you think all the kids are like McDonald's? I said, are you sure you just want McDonald's instead of Jollibees? So he said, no, the kids want McDonald's because Jollibees, I don't know. I'm just guessing that. Could be like a knockoff of McDonald's, and they want the real deal. So we're going to give the little kid what he asked for, and we're going to buy the whole family for lunch McDonald's. So she's counting up the numbers and everything, and that's going to be on our Patreon side. So we want the patrons to see exactly where their money's going. Well, half of their money is going to the other half I got to pay for. Anyway, it's just something to do, something to build on and everything, man. I wish that my goal is if somebody getting put out of their house, you know how you have all that stuff sitting on the side of the road, and that person is sad because they don't know what to do. And then Uncle Mike to the rescue. Come up to them and especially if they got kids, man. Anyway, what I was going to say was, see, what had happened was that surprise witness, Diddy case of the year, nobody is talking about yet. If you want some information, this is where I go to get some solid information, some real uncut information. I go to this young lady's channel, and I don't know if she's a lawyer or she used to be a lawyer or something, but she daggone sure enough wouldn't. I know one thing, if I get in trouble, I go ask her some questions first and ask her where do she think I should turn. Solid information, man. So y'all go check her channel out and everything. In fact, shoot, I'm mad at myself. I should have been subscribed to her. Subscribe to her, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate the work you're doing, and that's from my heart. With that being said, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Let's check it out.
We separate notarized under penalty of perjury affidavits from people saying they have firsthand knowledge of stuff, paid
Watch this,
judges
y'all.
tens of thousands of dollars, cops, police officers, prosecutors from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, names being named of judges, cops, and we have victims recanting statements. It looks like 2 of them. Here's the filing from the 18th, y'all, and this is truly groundbreaking, and it is a bombshell. I am surprised not one single person has said anything about this quite yet. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 has attached some actual evidence. This month, 15 days ago, 2 weeks ago, there is an affidavit. He's saying, I didn't do the stuff that they said I did. I was framed. I'm serving prison time because I was framed. She says she has been working for Sean Combs. She was paid to frame this man. The police report I submitted against Derek Lee Cardella Smith for kidnapping an SA of Tina the victim is false. Someone purporting to be a police officer is saying that they submitted a false police report to frame this man. I was ordered to make the false police report by Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. A police officer from the Detroit Police Department is claiming she was paid and ordered to make false police reports against this man to frame him and put him in jail. So she's saying the judge works for Diddy and he accepted a $5,000 payment to sign an arrest warrant. And this arrest warrant was based on false police reports.
Oh my gracious, dear. Please, I don't know who, if you editing your videos or whoever's editing the videos, please turn that music down. Man, I thought people were saying my music was too loud. The music is way too loud, man. I might have to do something about it. Jesus, man, that music is way too loud, man. It's getting in the way of the points you're making. It is definitely getting in the way of the points you're making. If it's under you, it's supposed to be a bed of music under you. If it's under you, it's that much under you. And some of them strings are just sticking out over top of you.
Which were also ordered.
God, that's too loud.
And he accepted a $5,000 payment to sign an arrest warrant. And this arrest warrant was based on false police reports, which were also ordered by Sean Combs. This is the allegation. Okay, this is the allegation. This is a federal court filing. I was connected to him and forced to pay him. And I paid him the money for these warrants that I knew were false and he knew were false. And especially in Derek's case, all charges were false. I lied under oath. This is an assistant Wayne County prosecutor. She has admitted to working to cover up the R of this plaintiff by Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. In this and many other cases, totaling 128 Black male citizens of Detroit, Flint, Michigan, and other counties of Michigan that were investors in bad boy records prior to 1997, and it was wrong. The man is innocent, and I am guilty of framing him.
Wait a minute, man. That music is way too loud. I will attest to these facts because I'd rather read the daggone thing myself so I won't hear that music.
And so are my bosses. I framed 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith for the worst crimes imaginable, and he is innocent. And I acted on orders of Sean Combs to do it. Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith did not abduct me. He did not R me. He did not abduct my sister Tina. He did not R my sister Tina. I was paid to lie by Sergeant David Cobb. Hello everybody, how you doing this fine Thursday? It is going to be a long day. It is 6:24 a.m. right now, and this is my first of probably 5 videos that I gotta make today because there's just so much going on. Do y'all remember this guy right here? Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith. He was the one who was awarded a judgment. He was the one who was awarded like $100 million by default against Diddy. This guy, he is a Michigan inmate. So right now he is in the jail system or prison system. In June of last year, 2024, he filed a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging Diddy had drugged and SA'd him at a Detroit party. Now, according to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith, this had happened all the way back in 1997. At the time of this alleged incident, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith was working in the restaurant and hospitality business. I think he was a server or a bartender of some sort. Now, a few months after that first lawsuit was filed, I guess Diddy just like didn't respond or didn't respond in time or appropriately or whatever. And the judge did grant this guy, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith, this is him right here, $100 million default judgment. Okay. But Mark Agnifilo, who was representing Diddy at the time and still is, denied the allegations and stated that Diddy had never met this man in his life. Diddy was unaware of the lawsuit, and Mark Agnifilo said that this man is a fraud. He said that it was fraudulent. So the judge back in September did vacate the default judgment, and then the case went into some type of litigation for a moment, but it was ultimately dismissed. The order was that the judge dismissed the case. So he had been awarded this $100 million by default. Mark Agnifilo sweeps in, they vacate the judgment, and I believe the case actually did get dismissed. Now, just for the record and for your information, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is currently serving a prison sentence for multiple convictions, including himself 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 conduct and kidnapping. So some of the exact same things that are being alleged against Diddy, both criminally and civilly, these are things that 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 has already apparently been convicted on and is serving a federal prison sentence. He has filed several lawsuits in his prison sentence while he's been serving his time. And one of them, for example, was against the Archdiocese, the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Detroit. He alleged sexual abuse by clergy members, which apparently allegedly happened to him between 1979 and 1993. So I was just, poking around on Pacer yesterday. And I saw a brand new lawsuit filed, and it was a familiar name. So see, not that one, this one right here, this purple one. As you can see, it was filed officially on the docket just 2 days ago. Today is March 20th. This is March 18th, 2025. And I saw a familiar name. So of course I clicked on it. I'm always trying to keep up with the new cases coming out, especially, okay, there's a familiar name. So as you can see, this is an unusual looking docket, and it says originating court information. This is a lawsuit that originated in October 2024. Okay, so what we're looking at is an appeal. He's appealing. Here's the case number. We are going to look at that. We're going to look at what he actually filed. This is just some administrative paperwork. The appeal has been docketed as this case number. Please review for accuracy. Again, y'all, he is in jail/prison in Detroit. He has until April next month to pay the filing fee or some type of financial affidavit. Okay, so these are just instructions, but it's given to him from the court.
Wait a minute. You have until April 17th of 2025 to either pay the $605. Oh my God. That's a lot of money, young. Dang.
Month to pay the filing fee or some type of financial affidavit. Okay, so these are just instructions, but it's given to him from the court. So I want to click on the originating court documents, and here it is. As you can see, this docket starts in October 2024, and there have been quite a few filings. Look, they got Gene Deal is a material witness. This is just something that I noticed as I'm scrolling. He's talking about a hitman. He's talking about 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, a former judge. He submitted an investigator's report. And it looks like back in February, the judge did deny Derek Lee 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's motion for leave to file an amendment motion because he wanted to amend or correct his complaint or some paperwork. And the judge said, no, I've had enough. Judith Levy said no. But that all brings us to this filing, which did happen literally yesterday. Okay, and I'm going to pull it up. There's two motions here I'm going to show you. I'm going to show y'all the one that was filed on the 18th. I'm going to show y'all the one that was filed literally just yesterday on the 19th. So let me pull those up. It's kind of weird that these were filed so recently because they do look like old documents. Like they look like, because they're typed on a typewriter. Because again, he is in jail. He's not like out here with Microsoft Word and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they give you Microsoft Word in jail. I've never been. But here's the filing from the 18th.
She said, I don't know. Maybe they do give you. I don't know because I ain't never been. And I gotta apologize, y'all. It's 3:15 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. Uncle Mike can't sleep. I come do my reactions. I gotta go to work. If I'm up, I try to get 2 or 3 of them in.
Y'all, and this is truly groundbreaking.
Here we go.
It is a bombshell. I am surprised not one single person has said anything about this quite yet. He said he's filing the above. So again, this is an appeal. He is appealing. He's filing a writ of habeas corpus, and he's got an enumerated list. Number 1, defendants all work together to wrongfully convict this plaintiff for the charged offenses of criminal conduct and to hide other crimes that were committed. The attached documents and affidavits verify this plaintiff's claims that are articulated herein. Sean P. Diddy Combs framed this plaintiff, he says. Diddy used a crooked assistant Wayne County prosecutor to conduct this act of placing Derek Lee 𝗟𝗓𝗏 in prison.
Damn.
Diddy worked with the prosecutor, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, and it resulted in a complete violation of this plaintiff's due process and a wrongful conviction.
Damn.
Diddy framed him, he says. This is my petition seeking release from custody as the defendants. He's blaming the government too. Worked to frame me and have me placed in the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections, where various prison wardens carried out judgments of sentences that were obtained through illegally obtained criminal prosecutions that were the result of bribes being paid. You're going to see.
Damn.
Derek Lee 𝗟𝗓𝗏 has attached some actual evidence, and it's notarized. He said,
you know what, man? Before this even go down, I believe him, man. I seriously believe him. The only reason why I believe him because you see how many times he filed stuff, and you see the fees. If you did it or you was guilty in any kind of way, I wouldn't be going through all that. I just accept my time, and lay down, so to speak. This guy is like, man, I've been framed, and he fighting for himself. Shout out to him, man.
Said there were bribes paid to the district court magistrate judges, and even worse, done so by corrupt police officers and assistant prosecuting attorneys.
I can believe all that.
Detroit police officer 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏 has effectively admitted in a March 5th, 2025, so this month, 15 days ago, 2 weeks ago, there is an affidavit by this former or maybe current Detroit police officer named 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏, and we're going to look at it. She says she has been working for Sean Combs. She was paid to frame this man, and she has admitted her role in the form of a full admission to these acts to frame the petitioner as detailed within the affidavit attached. And Derek Lee 𝗟𝗓𝗏 is saying the court needs to consider this. He further states that the affidavit of recantation from Andrea Romarito, or maybe Bomarito, even further shows and proves that she worked directly for Sean Combs and is something else that this court must consider, because she even recants the charges and has done so in this matter, every other matter available. Derek says the respondents all worked to convict him of his prisons. And he's saying, I didn't do the stuff that they said I did. I was framed. I'm serving prison time because I was framed. He's saying now he has evidence. And because he has this new evidence, this newly discovered evidence, which are these two affidavits we're going to read in a moment, he says the case has to be opened back up. The order of dismissal, all of those things, it has to be opened back up. Because look at this new evidence. I didn't have it at the time. I have it now as of March 5th. So he says they all worked together to convict him. And they did so for the sole purpose of keeping him quiet while he was framed for crimes that he did not commit. Number 4, he says he submits that the affidavit of Suzette Samuels, who was an assistant Wayne County prosecutor, supports his claims and even further supports that he has been wrongfully convicted and held in custody in violation of the state and federal constitutions requiring reversal. Number 5, he said, I submit to this court that the detailed lists within verify and support that I was framed by the respondents, and these affidavits require a hearing and require action on the merits of the claims. What relief does he want? He wants an order granting a writ of habeas corpus and an order for the release of his release. So here is an affidavit. I mean, look at it. Affidavit or offer of proof filed in court, and it appears to be notarized. Okay. It appears notarized. Now, I guess take it with a grain of salt, but it appears like an affidavit which is notarized and filed in court. Again, this man is convicted as a criminal. He claims he is innocent. He claims he was framed. I don't know. I wasn't there. But for the purposes of conviction, he has been convicted. And so that probably would be something that would be brought up. I did look up 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏, and it does appear that at least at some point there was a police officer. Maybe there still is, but there certainly was at one point a police officer in Detroit police officer who was named 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. It's spelled like that. Okay, so she says, my name is 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I'm an officer who authorized the police report in the city of Detroit, January 13th, 2008, against Derek Lee 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. He's a current prisoner with the Michigan Department of Corrections. The conviction was obtained as a result of my investigator's report, and I
Mhm.
state the following information and facts as true and accurate. She has a little list here. Number 1, the police report I submitted against Derek Lee 𝗗𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 for kidnapping an SA of Tina, the victim, is false. No one's talking about this. This was filed 2 days ago. Someone purporting to be a police officer is saying that they submitted a false police report to frame this man. Number 2, the police.
And the guy, you want to know why this guy's in jail filing over and over and over again. He's filing papers. He's learning how to do his own research. He was in a video talking. There's a video out there of this guy when he's talking to a judge through the camera, and he had to say, I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize, Your Honor. I mean, these people are not lawyers. They don't know how to conduct themselves. They're doing the best they can. And the thing that tripped me out is now you got this filing of this police officer saying that she filed some stuff and it was false. This is why why you think this man keep filing this stuff? Because he know he ain't do it. He know he was set up. Hey, man, y'all need to look into this stuff, man. That's why she's the bomb, y'all. She going straight off the paper. I like her and I like Big Ticket. They go straight off the paperwork. It's like law. People think they know the law because they assume this is how the law should be. You can't assume. You got to go what's in the books. You got to go with exactly what the law states. I didn't make the laws. I don't like some of the laws. But the fact is, you should obey the laws or you're going to end up in jail. God dang, man. You hear what she said? Watch
1,
this.
the police report I submitted against Derek Lee 𝗗𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 for kidnapping an SA of Tina, the victim, is false. No one's talking about this. This was filed 2 days ago. Someone purporting to be a police officer is saying that they submitted a false police report to frame this man. Number 2, the police report I submitted against this man for kidnapping an SA of Andrea, another victim, is false. Number 3, I was ordered to make the false police report against Mr. 𝗗𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 by Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs, Kim Worthy, who is a Wayne County prosecutor, Suzette Samuels, an assistant Wayne County prosecutor, and Jose Ortiz, a detective in the Detroit Police Department.
Damn, yeah.
So she's saying not only did Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs order her to file these fake police reports, and she's saying she's a police officer. This is notarized.
Mm-hmm.
This is apparently notarized. She said not only did Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs do this, order her to do this, but she alleges that also the Wayne County prosecutor, an assistant Wayne County prosecutor, and somebody from the Detroit Police Department, who I guess would be her boss, a detective, ordered her to do this. Number 4, I was also paid a total of $132,000 cash by Sean Combs to issue the false police report of kidnapping an SA against Derek Lee 𝗗𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. And she even put in the police report number.
Damn, she put the police people. God dang, Puffy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. This boy, dude, if they get a hold of this, if they get a hold of this and that person, dude, these people coming out the woodwork, man, all kinds of ways. Jesus. Now, check this out. I was also paid a total of $132,000. $132,000 is enough money to make somebody say, forget that, I'm ready to have a better life. But they don't realize that stays stuck in the back of your mind. And 10 years go by, 20 years go by, the $132,000 is gone. Then you start thinking, what I did was wrong. Because see, the older you get, y'all know I keep saying I'm 58. The older you get, the more you start knocking on heaven's door. So this little thing is not irritating no more. It's like this on you. You feel me? It's eating you up a little bit. That's what's happening to her. That's what's happening. Some people faster, some people slower. But eventually, when it's time to knock on them heaven doors, maybe I should try to confess. Yeah.
Number 5, my family's lives and my life had been threatened by this man. I'm assuming she means 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. And the only way to save them was to go through the police report, was to go through with the police report. I filed in this case, and even though I knew it was a betrayal of my badge and my oath as a police officer, I followed through with these actions, and I had no other choice. Y'all, take it for what it is, but it appears a police officer from the Detroit Police Department is claiming she was paid $132,000 and ordered to make false police reports against this man to frame him and put him in jail, to keep him quiet. She said she did so because her family's lives were threatened. Number 6, my commanding officer on the Northeastern District 5 had me go through with this action, as I have done in many other cases before, and as I will also do and have to do continuously. She goes on, number 7, 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 never kidnapped anyone. The man is in prison right now. Nor did he ever SA anyone. He was the victim that evening, she says.
That's crazy.
Number 8, the arrest warrant was paid for by me. So she's saying she paid a judge for the arrest warrant, and others, by me and others, directly to the magistrate judge of the 36th District Court. It says he was paid a total of $5,000 for signing the arrest warrant, as he has been paid in many cases and as he works for Sean Combs. So she's saying the judge works for Diddy, and he accepted a $5,000 payment to sign an arrest warrant. And this arrest warrant was based on false police reports.
Y'all hear this, right? Y'all hear this? This is stuff that comes straight out of the movies, man. It comes straight out the movies. It's real. The movies is, we live in the movies. Diddy and some of these movie stars live this type of life and turn it into a movie. That's sickening. This is, oh my God. So this is real life. Think about it. Just like a movie. Oh my God. I just watched a movie where a judge was getting paid off. Oh my God, man.
Which were also ordered by Sean Combs. This is the allegation. Okay, this is the allegation. This is a federal court filing. This is a publicly filed federal court filing, okay? I am not making this up. Does it mean it's true? No, of course it doesn't. People file fake stuff in court all the time.
Tell me about it. What about that filing with Big Homie CC and Jaguar Wright and the football player? I don't know his name. Oh man, I did good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad for Uncle Mike. The thing that tripped me out, man, is how it should be a punishment. It should be some type of punishment for filing stuff that's just straight up wrong.
Trust me, believe me, I'm a victim of it. But
wait a minute, here we go.
Does it mean it's true? No, of course it doesn't. People file fake stuff in court all the time. Trust me, believe me, I'm a victim of it. But this is very important to bring up, I think.
Yes.
So it's the first video I'm making today, 6:43. She says the judge was paid. She personally paid the judge $5,000. This judge works for Diddy, she says. I was connected to him and forced to pay him, and I paid him the money for these warrants that I knew were false and he knew were false, and especially in Derek's case, all charges were false. This woman needs to go to prison. I'm sorry. Everyone who does stuff like this needs to go to prison. If you're admitting stuff like this, you need to be the one. You go take his spot. She goes on in this affidavit, and this was notarized this month. It looks kind of like, old and stuff, but this says March 5th, 2025 is when this was notarized by Marcus Ashford, the notary public.
We need to look him up.
She goes on, I was present. This is number 9. I was present when Patricia Penman, detective with Wayne County and Dearborn Police Department. This officer goes on to say, I was present when a detective with the Wayne County and Dearborn Police Department paid. Stop. This is mind-blowing. It's almost like my first knee-jerk reaction is like, it's too outrageous to be true. But then my immediate second reaction is, that's the perfect thing to do. Something so outrageous, nobody would believe it's true. Who would believe number 9? I was present when Patricia Penman, a detective for the county and the Dearborn Police Department, paid a hitman to unalive Derek Lee Cardello Smith. And this man that she allegedly paid was Vincent Smothers. So she's telling me a police, someone saying that she is a police officer.
Damn.
Not only paid a judge, not only falsified police reports, not only accepted money to do so, but also she was there when a man was paid by a detective with the Wayne County Police Department. Nobody's talking about this. No law and crime video on this.
Didn't I tell y'all? I tried to tell y'all in the beginning. She bad. This girl right here, she bad. I told y'all. Woo, I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. This guy needs to be let out off of this paperwork. If I was a judge, I want to talk to Marcus, the notary public dude. And I want to know how affiliated Marcus is with the person, the lady that's writing this thing, because they could be in cahoots. But what is their motive? She's incriminating herself. She ain't got no motive. But what does Marcus got to say about all this? When you put your stamp on this and you read this stuff, and was a police officer or still is a police officer, who knows? I would question Marcus. And then once I get the info, I don't know what he gonna say, but I just need, Marcus will be my cherry on top. Because after I see all this, if she wrote this and had it notarized and she filed it, Marcus is free as far as I'm concerned in my world of judgment. I just want to talk to him first, just so I can, am I put a cherry on top, or we just going to put a little bit of sprinkles on top? But something going on top coming from Marcus. I don't recall this. I don't know what this is. Who forced my handwriting? Who forced my stamp? This ain't me. Now we got to do some digging. Maybe we'll get that from Marcus. Does that make sense? If we get something, anything like that, like a whole twist, then we got to wait. But as far as I'm concerned, if Marcus in any kind of way agreed to all this, I remember she came in, she had on this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be, Marcus. So tell me what you think about this. How did you feel when you was reading this before you stamped it? Oh, man, I ain't even read it. I just stamped the joint. She paid me my money. I had to go get me some coffee. If you down with that, well, Marcus, do you know that what she's saying in this thing? Nah, I ain't even, let me check it out. Oh, shit. If it's something like that, then you don't know what Marcus that put his stamp of approval on here, because people don't do their jobs. They just want that money. So as far as I'm concerned, this man right here, case need to be open, at least put on bail. And he need to go home, man. Y'all done got him in. He been in jail for years. That ain't right.
When a man was paid by a detective with the Wayne County Police Department. Nobody's talking about this. No law and crime video on this. No Nancy Grace, no Beth Karras Curious Case came out on this yet. She said when this man took the money to unalive this other lady, Rose Cobb, the day after Christmas 2007. She says, number 10, I was present when that same detective paid another woman $4,500 to place false R charges on 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. She said, I saw it. I'm a witness. I saw somebody get paid to make false allegations.
Derek, you coming home, man.
Number 11, I lied under oath to the magistrate judge of the 36th district while present with Sergeant Ortiz from the police department to obtain the arrest warrant for 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, and I violated his due process rights that he is afforded by the Constitution. She spelled warrant wrong, which is interesting. That's interesting to me that a police officer would spell warrant wrong. She says, I also lied under oath in the Wayne County Circuit Court in the criminal case of the People versus 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. She puts the case number. I make this affidavit freely, voluntarily, and with full knowledge that I will have to testify to these facts, and I will testify to them in a state or federal court, civil or criminal, civil of criminal. Again, there's a lot of typos in here. Because my actions while working as a police officer have resulted in an innocent me being held illegally, and that man is 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Now, this is not the only affidavit, okay? There was another filing the next day, which was yesterday. So let me just take a look at that.
Damn.
Again, y'all, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. And in fact, and indeed, 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 has already been adjudicated to be guilty, but he is saying he deserves a second chance to have his case looked at again because the police officer is saying all of this stuff. She personally is admitting to stuff and saying that she is an eyewitness to some other untoward behaviors. Now, if I'm the judge in this case and I'm fair, which, if I was the judge, I would try to be fair.
Yes.
I believe that I would have to I would have to at least
reconsider
check into the veracity of this police officer's statements. And again, if what she's saying is true, she should actually be in big trouble.
Or, I don't know, maybe, this dude in jail is so pressed to get out. Maybe he got somebody acting like it's her. They went and got identification and everything and then made this filing as if they was her. That could be the case, man. That could be a hell of a twist. These people are they desperate, man. They could be doing anything. I don't know. If that's the case, there's something different. You got misspells from a police officer, 2 typos or whatever. So if Derek has something to do with getting this paperwork done by an outsider so he can get out, that could be a twist. These twists is what I hate. But if that lady, the police officer, 100% wrote that and had it notarized, we talking about something completely different now.
For going along with this. But then at the same time, what she's going to say is my family's lives were threatened. I was going to take this money, go along with my life, or my family was going to be unalive. That's kind of what she's making it seem like. Here is the other filing from yesterday. This one's 15 pages long. He said, this is a motion to vacate the order of dismissal based on fraudulent concealment conducted by the defendant's staff and employees. So it's 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 versus Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs. Allow this matter to proceed to a jury trial, grant the judgment in favor of the plaintiff where the plaintiff can prove the defendants committed fraud upon this court. And the plaintiff was given newly discovered evidence. It was not available at the time during these proceedings, requiring full reversal. So if you have evidence and it's truly newly discovered, like there really is no possible way you could have had it at the time of your trial, that is one reason to reopen. And that's what he's trying to do. Number 1, he has 2 number 1s in here, girl. Number 1, the court has fraud.
She said, he has 2 number 1s, girl. She is funny, man. I like that. Here we go. Keep you interested.
The way you could have had it at the time of your trial.
Watch
that is one reason to reopen. And that's what he's trying to do. Number 1, he has 2 number 1s in here, girl. Number 1, the court has fraud committed upon it by the defendants, requiring relief because this evidence couldn't have been discovered. He says the Detroit police officer, Nicole Rabier, has authored and notarized an affidavit stating that she worked for Diddy. She knew about the defendant's false claims and the framing and the cover-up. Number 2, he says Andrea 𝗗𝗡𝗡 admits to working for Sean Combs. I think that's one of the alleged victims. One of the alleged victims is admitting to working for Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs to frame and lie about kidnapping and R charges against Derek Lee 𝗗𝗡𝗖𝗓. And there is an affidavit attached. The affidavit of Suzette Samuels. Another affidavit. So this is a victim. He got an affidavit from her. This is an assistant Wayne County prosecutor. She has admitted to working to cover up the R of this plaintiff by Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. So what Derek Lee 𝗗𝗡𝗖𝗓 is saying is that it is Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs who did the crime. But Derek Lee 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 is being blamed and has been blamed for it. My hands are shaking at the thought that this could be true.
Yes. Yes.
What a freaking nightmare.
You are a bad boy.
Number 4.
Diddy, you are a bad, man, when you pick that name, my dude, bad boy. You are a very bad boy. That's the name of your new record label should be, Very Bad Boy. Not only are you doing people wrong, you don't care if it's male or female, kids. And to be honest, I shouldn't even say anything about kids because nope, unless you want to add Usher and Justin in, and that's allegedly. But as far as little kids and stuff, those so far it's been all straight up rumors. It ain't been no facts. It ain't been no real papers filed on. Oh, no, what about the kid with the soda, the 13-year-old that auditioned for Diddy? And somebody else, there's a couple of filings of kids. Yeah, there's a couple of filings of some teenagers underage. When I say underage, I'm talking 17 and under 15, 14. He's a very bad person.
Or plaintiff, Derek Lee 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, has since been provided with new proof of the fraudulent concealment conducted by the defendant through the Detroit Police Department, Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, and most assuredly the affidavits of the assistant Wayne County Prosecutor, Suzette Samuels, verifying her role in the fraudulent concealment, requiring the court to waive the statute of limitations. He says, I'm submitting affidavits verifying that the defendant worked and ordered her and her associates to conceal the evidence of the crime being committed against this plaintiff pertaining to the SA of plaintiff. Now, he claims he was SA'd as well. And if you look at that police officer affidavit, she says he was the victim that night. He will also be submitting a Rule 60B motion through this filing for full decision by the trial court. The affidavits he claims offer proof that support his claims that all of these people worked for Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs and worked with him and for him to cover up Derek Lee 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦's assault that happened on him and also to frame him. They have come forward to state that they have in fact done their actions and that have come forward to the front to state what they have done and why they did it. And it was all to cover up SA committed upon this plaintiff by Diddy. He says this is allegations in a federal court filing. He states that these actions are in fact acts committed by the defendants and they never admitted it because it would have destroyed their case. He therefore asks that this court grant relief from judgment of the order granting the defendant's motion to dismiss. So he wants that to be overturned. Here are the 3 exhibits. So we already read Nicole Rabior. Here is an affidavit. When is it signed? February 10th, 2025. Now this one is not. This one is notarized as well.
Jesus.
It's long. This video is probably going to be long, but she's a lawyer. This is making me sick.
What?
I'm just beside me. I'm shocked. Truly. I didn't even think I could get shocked. You know what I'm shocked about? That it's like I'm looking at it in writing and somebody's admitting it. She puts her bar number. I'm a lawyer and assistant prosecuting attorney for the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office in Detroit.
Damn,
I prosecuted
man.
Derek Lee 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 in the criminal case of the people, 2008. I worked directly for 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, Wayne County Prosecutor, and for Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs.
I can't take
Owner
no
and
more.
founder of Bad Boy Records. Number 1, the Office of the Wayne County Prosecutor has framed Mr. Derek Lee Cardello-Smith. I got to look up, does this woman exist? I am beside myself. There is apparently a Suzette Samuels who is a lead attorney in the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. I mean, that is what the internet, I just did a Google search, but
right.
I'm like, I'm not so far as to say I'm shaking, but I am pretty shook.
I'm shocked. I can't.
No video made on this. No Law and Crime. No Nancy Grace. I mean, like, nobody's talking about this.
2, the female police officer with the signed notary. Okay, let's say that was a fluke. Now we got part 2. And this notarized as well. Come on, man.
They're talking about Brian Friedman going to an interview and they're not talking about this? A prosecutor who currently works for the Wayne County Prosecutor. She's a lead attorney. She's filing a notarized affidavit saying the office of the Wayne County Prosecutor framed Derek Lee Cardello-Smith for the crimes of criminal conduct beginning in 1997. And when they did it in 2008 and again in 2019 when he was incarcerated. Number 2, the person who directed these prosecutions were and still are Mr. Sean John Combs, musician, music mogul, artist, owner, and founder of Bad Boy Records. And the other person directing it is 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, a current Wayne County prosecutor. Number 3, Mr. Sean Combs and 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, this prosecutor, ordered the Detroit Police Department's 9th Precinct to arrest and frame Derek Lee Cardello-Smith for multiple R's that he did not commit. Number 4, Mr. Sean P. Combs and this prosecutor 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 directed me, this is a lawyer, active lawyer, she's just notarized, to use my powers in office as the assistant Wayne County prosecutor to falsely charge and convict Mr. Derek Lee Cardello-Smith with 6 counts of criminal conduct and 2 counts of kidnapping, which I did out of fear of my life, and which I did because I was paid to do so. In this and many other cases, totaling 128 Black male citizens of Detroit, Saginaw, sorry, I'm not familiar with this name, Flint, Michigan, and other counties of Michigan that were investors in Bad Boy Records prior to 1997. All of the investors, a lot of the investors, she said 128 Black male citizens who had invested in Bad Boy Records before 1997.
Wait a minute, y'all.
She said, directed me to use my powers to fall.
Hold up, y'all. I gotta go get me a drink on this one. I gotta go get me a drink. Hold on, pause. All right, I gotta get a drink on this, man. This is crazy. It's 4:00 in the morning, y'all. And I'm hearing this. Dude, not only Diddy got legal people, police officers and judges afraid of him, making them take this money and making them do things against their job. Boy, you's a bad boy. Shame on you doing this stuff. Because he got so many real hitmen on his payroll and they know it. They scared of oh my God, young. This ain't nothing but a movie, young. Listen to what she said. Listen, can y'all hear this? Look at her.
In Bad Boy Records prior to 1997. A lot of the investors, she said 128 Black male citizens who had invested in Bad Boy Records before 1997. She said, directed me to use my powers to falsely charge and convict Derek Lee Cardello-Smith. I mean, do the feds know about this? She said she did it out of fear of her life. 128. It really infuriates me because so much of Sean 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦 Combs' image has been built on this Black king god, Black male, support Black businesses.
Yeah. See?
Come to find out, according to this affidavit filed in federal court and apparently notarized by a lawyer with a bar number who you could look up. 128 Black male citizens who were investors, investing in a Black business. Number 5, Mr. Combs ordered the prosecutor, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, to prosecute 𝗗𝗢𝗡 Smith for the crimes and to keep him in prison for these crimes after Diddy had taken a $150,000 investment from 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith in early January 1997. Mr. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith demanded a notarized receipt, with Mr. Marcus Ashford overseeing the notary services. Now, that's interesting because Marcus Ashford, I believe, is the one who notarized some of this. So again, y'all take it with a grain of salt, because we have people here who are admitting that they have falsified documents before. That's a big hit on their credibility, in my opinion.
That's number one.
And probably in a judge. I mean, by the rules of evidence, that's a hit on their credibility.
And they got it notarized.
Number 6, Mr. Combs and my boss, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, have framed Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡 Smith to cover up the R of 𝗗𝗢𝗡 Smith. So 𝗗𝗢𝗡 Smith was R'd, they're saying, by Diddy in 1997. And this was while he was serving as Diddy's bartender from 96 to 97. Diddy sent 3 men to unalive 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith in 97 while he had a female companion, and they were exiting a movie theater. He was stabbed in his right arm while defending himself, and he actually unalived the assailant. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith was placed under arrest for second-degree. This happened, and then the unaliving was hidden, and it led to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith being sent to prison for multiple counts of criminal conduct, crimes of which he is innocent of. I worked with the 97 prosecutor under Michael Dugan and then Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. So 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡𝗏 used to be a judge? Michael Dugan is the current Detroit mayor and other officials, and they helped cover up the crime? Hold on, who's the mayor of Detroit?
That's
this
right.
Is crazy. This was supposed to be a short little 10-minute, y'all.
I can't
He's
believe
the mayor
this.
of Detroit right now. I mean, again, these people are the same people that have admitted to coming out. It's Michael. This is the mayor of Detroit. Where is he? I want to see a picture. What? This is crazy. This is really, really insane. He said, I worked with the assistant prosecutor under Michael Dugan and then Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. She was a judge. The current mayor of Detroit, other officials, I worked with them to cover up the crime. I played a key role with Detroit police officers, Diddy, who was personally involved, other members of Wayne County, and current high-ranking Wayne County government officials to hide the homicide and to unlawfully place Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith in the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections for crimes of misconduct, kidnapping, all of which he is innocent of. 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗡𝗞𝗏 Combs was always personally involved and directed these meetings in order to cover up the R that he committed on Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith and to ensure 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗏 Smith never collected on his rightful claim to 49% of Bad Boy Records. This is based upon his lead role in the investments of money. So this is just groundbreaking and shocking. The man had invested $150,000. According to this affidavit, I don't know, I wasn't there, $150,000 in Bad Boy. And this is to cover up that he's the rightful owner of 50% of it, 49%. Diddy and 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗏 both paid cash directly to Mr. Vincent Smother, a hitman, Patricia Penman, detective in Detroit and Dearborn, David Cobb, Detroit Police Department Sergeant, who's now deceased, Carly Carpenter, Tina Bomarito, Andrea Bomarito, and others to kidnap and attempt to unalive Mr. Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith in 2008, only to fail, and then decided to use the same people to frame Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Smith for R that he did not do. Carly Carpenter, sisters Tina and Andrea Bomarito, are assault and slavery victims of Diddy. Wayne County officials, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗏, and they are part of a crime ring and a criminal enterprise throughout the state of Michigan. I paid $5,000 to a judge, a district court judge, to secure an arrest warrant for 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗏 Smith in January 2008. I paid $5,000 to Judge Willie Lipscomb 36th District Court judge in Detroit to falsely determine that there was enough evidence to make 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 stand trial in the Wayne County Circuit Court at the probable cause conference hearing, and he was therefore bound over for trial. I paid $10,000 to another judge, Judge Daniel P. Ryan in the 3rd Circuit Court, judge of Wayne County, to grant all of my motions in circuit court and secure a conviction of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 by way of denying every motion that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 was entitled to be given, resulting in his plea of no contest.
Oh my goodness. Dude, you got judges going on record saying that they took bribes? Nah, this is too much. This is way too much information of a police officer saying she did wrong. A judge, or what was the second lady, was doing wrong. Then you got these 2 other judges. I think was she a judge? She was a lawyer or something. And I'm trying to figure out, it's something about this notary. Why they all got it notarized before they filed it? Like, it's something about the notary that all of a sudden, it's like, you know how you play a game, a card, and they move the cups around and try to find the ball, and you just know it's under that. But it's a trick behind it. They lift it up, it ain't there. There's something behind that notary, getting it notarized. I'll start talking to the notaries. That's what I'm talking about.
And secure a conviction of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 by way of denying every motion that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 was entitled to be given.
This is too good to be true.
Resulting in his plea of no contest.
It's too good to be true, man.
$20,000 right there. 15. I paid $4,300 to Judge Thomas Cameron of the 3rd Circuit Court to deny 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's post-conviction motions,
man.
even though he was entitled to the relief he was entitled to, and they were denied. I paid Judge Bridget Mary Hathaway, 3rd Circuit Court judge of Wayne County, $23,000 from January 2019 to February 1st, 2025, just now, last month. She's saying that over the course of 2019 to 2025, she paid a judge personally, Bridget Mary Hathaway.
Oh my God.
$23,000 to deny all of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's rightful motions that he was entitled to be granted. I performed the transaction of these monetary handovers on the orders of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and 𝗗𝗠 and I complied fully with these orders of the 2 persons named because they have their hands deep into the elected and appointed workers of the County of Wayne, City of Detroit, and other areas of Michigan. Mr. Cobb committed unalive of himself in 2008 when 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 was going to call him as a witness in his criminal case at trial. It was not suicide. It was murder, ordered by 𝗗𝗠 and Kim Elworthy. It passed 2 days before 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's trial was to begin, resulting in 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 entering a no contest plea. He was going to call this man as a witness, and he got unalived, is what this woman is saying.
And he knew. That's why he pleaded no contest, because he knew that his key witness or whatever was murdered. I'm fighting this. I would love to go see this dude, man. That's what I would do. I would, oh my God, yeah, I'm getting too deep into this, man. I would want to look him in his eye and say, man, I feel so sorry for you. If half of this stuff come out to be true, the notaries, man, there's something behind the notaries. I would love to hear what these notarized people said, but it's the same notary. That's a little bit of a flag right there, grade be raised. If it's the exact same notary, now what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy, man. I think these people was afraid of their life, and I better do this, man. I got kids. I need the money, and I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But when it's time to knock on that door for the Lord.
Every document in the case 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 filed against Diddy is real, accurate, and true. As that, I have the same copies of those documents, and I have had the documents for many years. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 has them too. Mr. Combs used 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞, who used Detroit police officer Patrick Jackman and other Detroit police officers to work with 2 LA police officers to execute Mr. Tupac Shakur and Mr. Marion Knight on direct orders of Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. Hello? A lawyer saying, former judge, current prosecutor 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 used Detroit police officer Patrick Jackman and another Detroit Police Department officer to work with 2 LA police officers to execute Tupac and Suge Knight on direct orders of Mr. Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. This is paragraph 20. She says this is all proven by documents contained in the case of Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 versus Sean Combs. Case number 24-12647, U.S. District Court, Eastern District of Michigan, and the companion case of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 versus Sean Combs, 24-12737. I state that these documents are true and real and not forged. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 stands by them, so do I, because I have the exact same copies of the documents 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 does as well. I am shocked. I didn't read this before, and I wasn't planning on reading it word for word. I had no idea this said this like this. I read the police officer one. That was like shocking enough.
Right. God damn it, boy.
21. The Office of the Wayne County Prosecutor has destroyed all homicide files beginning in 95 through 2003, and this was done to hide the homicide Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 had originally committed in self-defense and to frame him for the crimes he is in fact innocent of. I currently have video footage of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 defending himself in the parking lot in 1997. Now, 1997, I believe, is the same year of the Tupac unaliving. Or is it Biggie? Hold on. March 9th, 1997 is whenever Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Notorious B.I.G., was unalived. And Tupac was September 13th, 1996. Put a 333 in the chat if you were a little bit shocked. Even though you don't get shocked, you're still a little shocked. I never expected to see this much.
333.
Apparently notarized. Full-on admissions, and nobody, no CNN, no Chloe Malos, no NBC. They can hunt down Jane Doe, find her identity, and nobody can report on this.
Yeah, I'm dying for somebody to look all this stuff up.
She said she has a video footage of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 defending himself in the park. That's enough to open it up right now. Open it back up. Vacate the judgment, in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't know. I'm not the judge. I currently have video footage of this man defending himself in the parking lot in 1997. I have video of him being framed for multiple R at the direction of Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. I have video of Sean Combs' R victims being coerced and forced to testify falsely that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 committed horrific acts against them, when it was actually Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs R-ing them, beating them, forcing them to do it, along with other Wayne County officials and members of law enforcement. Number 24, I have documents that support all of what Mr. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 has claimed. And he was threatened by Sean Combs that if he went through with the SA charges against Diddy, that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞's family and friends' lives would be threatened. Number 25, Mr. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 submitted a report from William Proctor in 2024, last year, that, I can't tell what this says right here. I don't know what that, I can only speculate, that something, the hitman, Vincent Smothers, had unalived many people. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 provided Mr. Smothers with a sweetheart deal in exchange for his assistance with unalivings on Sean Combs's orders. Our office, the prosecutor's office, honored that deal with a man. 26, Mr. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 did not commit any R. All the evidence that was to be presented at trial was in fact manufactured, false, and simply did not exist. It was all done at the orders of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 and Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs to get revenge on a former bad boy member, Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞. Number 27, I acted contrary to laws. She's saying under penalty of perjury. She's saying in a sworn declaration that's notarized that she broke laws. I acted contrary to laws and every ethical rule, and I violated Mr. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞's due process rights every step of the way. Number 28, I paid Bridget Mary Hathaway a total of $10,000 last year, March 2024, to deny any of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's motions or successive motions for relief from judgment of the sentence. So she paid, last year she's claiming she paid $10,000 to Judge Bridget Mary Hathaway to deny Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's motions for relief, to get out of that judgment, like to appeal, overturn, whatever. She said, I paid $10,000 to the judge. I told the judge that Kim Ellworthy had said that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 has an affidavit from 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 that he's using to get the factual basis of his plea withdrawn. I asked her to ignore this evidence in this denial, and she did. And it was done because Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, ordered it to be done. This lady was just paying people last month, though. February 1st, 2005, the same month that she signed this. 4 days later, she signed this. That's odd. What happened? What changed?
42.
Number 29. On January 29th this year, Judge Bridget M. Hathaway issued an order denying Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's successive motion for relief from judgment and did not address the recantation of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 as she was paid to not address. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is one of the alleged victims. And she had recanted what she had said, alleging against Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. This lady is claiming she paid a judge to ignore that evidence. Number 30, Judge Bridget M. Hathaway is also overseeing the case of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Carpenter in the People versus Derek Lee 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, and she has been paid to issue another decision on that case that will completely avoid any of the recantation of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Carpenter, who lied and who was paid to lie. So there's another case against him, 𝗗𝗢𝗡 Carpenter, not 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, Carpenter. It was established and started in 2019. This lady is saying in a filing yesterday, this filed yesterday, she has been paid to issue another decision. She paid a judge to ignore critical evidence of a victim recanting their statement. Is this a dream? Am I dreaming? Is the United States of America?
It's something, baby. I'm trying to let you know it's something. Oops. I don't supposed to use terms of endurement. My vocabulary is not that big, but she's a sweetheart. She's beautiful. She's pretty. She's a female. So in my eyes, she is beautiful. So I'm just putting that out there for the haters. Anyway, I forgot. Shit.
I'm recanting their statement.
I forgot.
Is this a dream? Am I dreaming?
Right. It's like, dude, this can't be true. I swear to God, this can't be true. It's something, it gotta be a gotcha. It gotta be a gotcha. Cause it's not that, you mean to tell me all of a sudden I think because Puffy in jail, he get ready to go to court, he ain't getting out, and maybe some of his, enough people done turned and they all huddled up and said, well, I'm out. I ain't getting paid. I ain't offering nobody else. You sure? Yeah, good. Cause I'm great. Come clean. Cause man, I'm trying to get through them pearly gates, man. It's something about them pearly gates, baby. You can't deny it. You can't deny the pearly gates now. Come on now. You cannot deny them pearly gates when it's time. When you think it's getting close to your time, things start hurting on your body for no reason. God dang, my foot hurt like a champ. Did I hurt it? Did I hit something? Nope. You old. You start thinking differently. And I swear to you, some of these people are older than me. Get the picture? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The truth shall set you free. That's what's about to happen.
Is the United States of America?
Yeah. These people, I'm trying to tell you,
I knew that there were crooked judges, crooked prosecutors, crooked cops. I knew.
You knew? I didn't.
It's like one of the foundations of the channel, girl. But I am not used to seeing them type things out and submit them like this.
You ain't used to seeing them trying to get
31,
through them
Judge Bridget
pearly
Hathaway
gates.
Has completely earned her money by entering decisions against 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦.
Oh,
that shows
God.
that she will not allow the recantation of affidavits to be placed on the court record, because to do so would mean that she has accepted bribes to deny the relief to an innocent man. 32, the Office of Wayne County Prosecutor under 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and the Office of the Wayne County District Court under Judges Daniel Ryan, Thomas Cameron, and Bridget M. Hathaway are directly working for Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs, P. Diddy, and I am a direct employee of Sean Diddy Combs. I am a direct employee of Sean Diddy. I am a direct employee of Sean Diddy Combs. A prosecutor saying this. I framed 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 for R he did not do by using victims of Sean Combs to frame 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. And it was all done for the sole purpose of keeping 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 in prison and not allowing him to get a hold of his money that he is entitled to. Mr. Sean Combs and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's reach extends to other law offices, lawyers, prosecutors, law enforcement, state judges, state appeals judges, federal judges at the trial and appellate level. And it is a reach that I am now sick and tired of having leading me, which has led me to this release of the truth.
Damn it,
Number
John.
34, I work directly for Sean Combs, and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 does too. And I framed 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦, and 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 framed 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦. Numerous Michigan judges in every level of court have been paid in some way or another to deny 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 his release from custody because, I don't know, somebody wanted 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 to look like a serial, it's hard to see what that says. See that word right there? I don't know what that is.
Damn.
Because something wanted 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 to look like a serial S offender, and he is not.
Wow. Damn it, John.
But we succeeded in it. And it was wrong. The man is innocent, and I am guilty of framing him. And so are my bosses, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and Sean Combs.
Man.
Any person who says that this is false or that this is not a legally binding statement is lying themselves. It is made in my official capacity while I am still an employee of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office and as a citizen in my individual capacity that I was bribed and did bribe to frame an innocent man, 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦, on orders of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and Sean Combs. I will attest to these facts because they are true and real. And what has happened to 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 is a tragedy.
Sound like somebody coming clean to
and
me.
A miscarriage of justice. His no contest plea should be withdrawn, and this matter should be allowed to go to jury trial. Or the charges against him should be dismissed in their entirety. I framed 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 for the worst crimes imaginable, and he is innocent. And I acted on orders of Sean Combs to do it. Because of 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗧's inside knowledge as to how Bad Boy Records was built, how Sean Combs operates, and who he is.
Woo! Damn it, John.
𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 is a good man, and Sean Combs is a bad boy. I acted against the law and hide behind my immunity and protections afforded to me by 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. This is wrong, and it must be corrected. The Office of the Wayne County Prosecutor will deny this, but I will not deny it. I am guilty. Sean Combs is guilty. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is guilty. The Detroit Police Department is guilty. Officer David Cobb is guilty. Tina Bomarito is guilty. Carly Carpenter is guilty. Andrea Bomarito is guilty. And the only person who is innocent of anything criminal is 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦. I state that I am a direct employee of Sean Combs. And while I am in my office, I framed Derek Lee 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 and other men who I prosecuted. And I did so on the orders of Sean Combs. And it was to hide two things.
Two things.
1, Sean Combs as assault of Derek Lee 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦. 2, to stop 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 from collecting on his rightful entitlements under the contractual agreement reached between him and Sean Combs for $150,000 in exchange for 49% of all the holdings of Sean Combs. And it was also to hide and cover up the fact that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗡 Shakur was unalived on orders of Sean Combs and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. She helped to effect said unaliving. Also, the attempted unaliving of Suge Knight in 1996 to cover up the multiple crimes that our office and Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs is a part of, and all to keep 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦 silent.
Oh my God, yeah.
As an original member and investor of Bad Boy Records. And 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦's personal insight into Sean Combs and his empire. I swear and declare under penalty of perjury that the above is true, real, accurate, and based on my own personal knowledge and information and belief. Anything contrary to these events are, in fact, they themselves false. And I make these allegations freely, truly, and knowingly that I am subject to perjury. The events happened, and I will testify to that. And I will testify to that in state or federal court if called upon to do so voluntarily or by subpoena.
You ain't got to
Y'all, there's
subpoena
another
me. I'm
affidavit.
coming. Oh, come on now.
From a alleged victim. When's this one from?
Oh, come on now.
This one's from February. I mean, this one's from just not even a month ago. February. There is no such thing as February 29th. Okay, so this is another issue.
God damn. See, this is what they making these mistakes to let them know I'm human. February 29th is no. What year? Is it a such thing every leap year? Don't leap year have? I don't know, man. Y'all know Uncle Mike don't know the education part of all this shit. I mean, shoot. Damn it, John. There's another affidavit. Let's keep going.
It's not a leap year, right? I'm just double checking, but I know it's.
Please
28.
do.
Okay, so here's one thing I need to point it out. This person's supposed to be a notary public. It says February 29, 2025. That doesn't exist. That's not a date. But maybe it's an accident, whatever.
It got to be an accident.
Andrea.
Man,
the fact that it's notarized.
You want to know why I drink.
Sean D. Fleming.
Shit.
My name is 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦. I work for Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs, also known as P. Diddy Puff Daddy. I work for 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, Chief Wayne County Prosecutor. I work for 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, Assistant Wayne County Prosecutor. I was paid $10,000 between October 2007 and June 2008 to say that 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗚𝗡 kidnapped me, SA'd me, and beat me. I testified falsely under oath that these events happened when I was on the stand in the 36th District Court for the City of Detroit. That testimony was used in the Wayne County Circuit Court to falsely convict Derek Lee Cardillo-Smith. Number 7, Cardillo-Smith did not kidnap and did not R me or my sister Tina. This was all a lie. I was paid to say it happened on the orders of David Cobb, Sergeant of the Detroit Police Department. I attempted to have Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy's Assistant Prosecutor, Suzette Samuels. I told them I lied, and they said they would get me for filing a false police report, as well as my sister Tina, and they would lose their winning streak. I said, so what?
You know what? As she reads this thing, I can see how this person can do a February 25th. Or what she say? February the 29th or whatever. The dates are wrong. Ain't no such thing as these dates. You know, she sound like, I can tell the way it's written. It's like, I'm from the hood, I'm ghetto, or I'm not, I wasn't one of the highest graduate. I was probably in class with Uncle Mike. She probably failed because she was cheating off my paper. They said, how you gonna cheat off my paper when I'm cheating off your paper? That's a good joke. Anyway, I'm just trying to make it fun, man, because that's how I try to do. This is foul. All this stuff is foul, Puffy. Boy, put me in a ring with him. I guarantee you I'll bite his ear off. I would.
Number 9, having seen that the courts require me to recant in order to get the truth told, then I stated that I am recanting because I participated in a conspiracy with my sister and many other people to frame an innocent man, Derek Lee Cardillo-Smith. It is wrong for me to have this. I understand that I could be charged with filing a false police report, but so be it. For the truth, I will do it. I lied under oath in the case of the People versus Derek Lee Cardillo-Smith in 2008 in the 3rd Judicial Circuit Court. Derek Lee Cardillo-Smith did not abduct me. He did not R me. He did not abduct my sister Tina. He did not R my sister Tina. I was paid to lie by Sergeant David Cobb. of the Detroit Police Department, and I will testify to these facts in an open court of law, be it civil or criminal. Number 11, release Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 from prison because he is innocent and because he did not R me or R anyone. I lied. That is the facts of the case. And it was because I was paid and forced to lie. No one has promised me anything or paid me to say this. It is the truth. And my lie has an innocent man incarcerated, and he should be released. I also need to testify to have criminal charges on me dropped. What? That's a very interesting thing to throw down, and that something's weird going on here. I also agreed to testify to have criminal charges on me. Oh, I see what she's saying. I think what she means is she was working for the prosecutor. She got paid, but also if she would testify, then the criminal charges on her would be dropped at the time she had criminal charges pending. And so it was kind of a quid pro quo.
Okay.
I don't know why this is making me like kind of emotional. Like, yes. I feel like I've been on the verge of tears the whole time I've been reading these affidavits, and I don't know why. It may be because
you feel it.
I really never expected them to come out and be this open.
Damn, my
bad. I never expected to actually read these things that we've suspected for so long.
Damn, wait a minute. Hold on.
Maybe because I really never expected them to come out and be this open. I never expected to actually read these things that we've suspected for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the purposes of this video, obviously, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know if any of this stuff is true. The February 29th thing, that's interesting. You know, that isn't a date. But it does appear that 3 notarized affidavits by different notaries.
Okay, that's what I want. Thank you. You cleared it up for me. You got 3 different notaries. So that's where I would start at. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, how to solve this thing. You go to the notary because they ain't got no dog in this fight. Damn it, John. Hey, check this out, man. You go to the notary and see if they remember these. And one of them notaries got to be like, yeah, I read this. And they're going to remember it. Especially it got something to do with P. Diddy. Way before he was locked up and way before all this stuff. They know P. Diddy. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like it's all this stuff that they filing. There's no room for lying and some bullshit. Bullshit. It ain't no room for that. It ain't no room for the bull. So you start with the notary public because did this person file it? Yes, he did. Yes. So you know what she's saying is kind of credible because they lawyers and judges and all this stuff. That's why they getting this stuff notarized. Because you get a dog with no bark or no fight. A dog don't have a fight in this game or no money. The notary don't have nothing to lose. I am here to say that this person brought this to me. This is the person. I saw his or her ID and I put my stamp on this. I don't know this person like that, but they gave me the information saying to my ears that they wrote this and I stamped it. That's what a notary's supposed to do, right? Now, the notary is supposed to write in their book at this date, such time, and maybe, I don't know, I did have something notarized before, but I can't remember if I signed something. I signed a receipt or something. You know, come on, man. Just in case y'all don't know.
Have been submitted in the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 case. Now, this is already a strange case because a judge already entered a default judgment for this man for $100 million. Now, again, that was vacated. That was overturned. My mind is spinning. I mean, probably I'm going to have to go back and watch this video myself. Again, I'm a little bit shocked. And then that one prosecutor.
I'm going to have to watch it my damn self too.
Black men.
Hold on. I must miss.
I'm a little bit shocked. And then that one prosecutor saying she's done this to 128 black men. This video is already much longer than I thought it was going to be. And I do have 3 or 4 other videos to record today, so I'm gonna have to call it a day on that one. Make sure you're subscribed, notification bell, all of that. Sometimes maybe you got accidentally unsubscribed, but truthfully, just come by the channel like a few times each day because I am going to be rolling out a lot of videos this week. Okay, there's a lot going on. Hopefully, people start to pay attention to this case that I just read. I didn't even exactly realize what I was getting into before I read it all word for word. We have 3 separate notarized under penalty of perjury affidavits from people saying they have firsthand knowledge of stuff, people saying they paid judges tens of thousands of dollars. We have cops, police officers from Detroit. We have prosecutors from the Detroit, from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. We have names being named of judges, cops, and we have victims recanting statements. It looks like 2 of them. One of them we read, and then the sister, Tina, hers was alluded to. I'm going to say boost this. I hope the feds know about this. I mean, if not, somebody needs to tell them. That's all I really had for right now. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Everybody's innocent till proven guilty. I don't know anything more than y'all. I'm just reading public federal court filings.
That's right. Talk to them, baby. Let them know.
Notarized affidavits. Okay. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.
She said that this lady has done this to more than one person. She said that this lady said she done it to a lot of people. She said that this lady is admitting to doing it to more than 128 people or 30 people, 138 people. I'm just going to say she said that this lady admitted to doing it to over 100 people. A little over 100 people. Can we say that to say fair? Because Uncle Mike don't want to twist nothing and put nothing in nobody's daggone mouth. 150. It wasn't 150. She said 138. Oh, no, she didn't say 138. She said 128. What difference does it make? It was over 100. Wrong. Very bad boy. I'm not going to say his name anymore. He is a very bad boy. You paying people to do things against their will. Think about what I just said. You are paying people to do things that they don't even want to do. But I'm going to give you the money because Clive Davis probably taught him all this. Allegedly, I don't know. Think about it. And these people feel as though if you was paid to do something you ain't had no business doing to help me cover something up and I paid you, you better take this money or I'm going to do something to your family, your kids. And you had to take it. You keep taking it. And you's like, dang, I don't have no way out of this. That's just like there's a video on our channel about the truck driver. And he got into this $1 million to do to deliver something to Diddy's house. He didn't know it was bodies back there until they started banging and knocking. You can hear them talking. And he's saying, we're here to do a job, keep going. And the trick is, it ain't one delivery. When you accepted the job, it's 2 deliveries. 1, because you're going to find out what we're doing. 2, the second delivery is to make sure that we can trust you. We don't care about the money. We got plenty of this paper. We want to pay you, and then we want you to do it again. Because if you don't have the kahunas to do this, you ain't coming back. And you're going to try right then and there. They messing up. They doing this. And then we hunt you down and we do what we got to do. We don't want to do that. We'd rather give you this paper. We got too much of it anyway. And you need it. Poor thing. Once you get the paper that way, poor thing, you ain't even going to enjoy spending it. You can't even sleep. You realize after you got the paper and you try to have fun, you realize that this is not worth it. You realize that. I'm talking from experience. you realize that this paper ain't worth it. I ain't never had to off nobody for no paper. But I know one thing. You ask any person that did 12 years in jail, you ask them, was it worth it? And you know the answer. Look here, man. This is a dude. Man. I gotta see more of this, baby. I gotta watch her channel more often, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If you're an ender, let me know you're an ender. I'm gonna be watching the comments on this bad boy. We're gonna have to talk about this one. I might do a reaction to this reaction. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.